spend hours scripting your videos but end up with something scattered and overwhelmed. You know your expertise could attract clients, but your content never quite lands. Viewers click off before they ever see your real value. Until you fix that, YouTube will keep draining your time with little to show. This video will give you the only scripting template you will ever need. Plus, how to weave in stories that will actually keep your viewers hooked. So you finally create videos that showcase your expertise, win trust faster, and bring in clients without months of wasted effort. So in the past 12 months, I have helped over 20 business owners with their YouTube, and they all make these kind of scripting mistakes. So I framed this one formula which you should use if you want winning videos, and that stood out for all my clients, that gave all my clients good results. We were getting as good as 70% retention at the first 30 seconds. So this is what you need to do. This is the exact framework. Now, before I get into the framework, it's very important that we talk about a few things. Before you even pick up your pen to write the script, you need these fixed. First thing is you need to define a goal. And the way in which I want you to do is just get this document. You'll get a link in the description. You'll get this whole scripting document with my videos which I have made to help you navigate through this document, to use this toolkit. This is a scripting toolkit, to use this toolkit. But how I want you to use it is just add a column here and answer these questions. So the first thing is define your goal. You have to define what this video is going to get. Is this video going to teach your viewers, or is it going to make them feel something? What they're going to do after watching? Are they going to sign up for your email? Are they going to take your lead magnet? Are they going to give you their email address? Are they going to buy from you? Are they going to subscribe? So you need a very detailed answer right here, and make sure you write it over here. Then your audience details, so their psychographic, their demographics, how old they are, then which part of the world are they from, what are their aspirations, what are their pain points, what are their fears, everything. Drop it down over here. And then choose a video format. Is it going to be a framework video, a case study, a Q&A, or anything else, a client story, whatever is it going to be? Drop it in here. And then compare, are these three coherent? The pain that your audience is facing, or the aspirations that your audience have, is it matching with the goals that you are setting, or with the video format that you are making videos with? If they're looking for cheap entertainment and you are creating a deep dive video, they will not watch. If they want solutions and you are creating just motivation video, they will not watch. If they're looking for done for them solutions and the goal of your video is to just get subscriber, again, that's not going to work. So you need to have all these three stars aligned. Now we get into the actual script blueprint, the pace blueprint. And if you use this, you'll be able to retain your viewers for a much longer time and tell your stories in much compelling way. So this is the video structure, so that you don't start anywhere and you don't end anywhere. The first thing is P, which is the problem, promise, or hook. The first thing we need to say in a video is why should they care, and that's all this part will answer. Why should they care? In this video, I'm going to give you a scripting guide which will help you double your retention. That's why you are watching this video. Something like that is important. What's the problem you're going to solve? What path are you going to take? And what credibility do you have? All these things should be in the first 30 seconds of the video, which is the intro. In technical terms, we call it the hook, because we are trying to hook our audience to our content. So your title and thumbnail, they are promising something. They're promising that this video will solve a certain problem, and your hook reassures your viewers that they are in for a treat. Again, I want you to use this template in a similar way. Add a column, fill this up, so that you can have a clear view. Then the authority or the agitation. Basically, it's authority and agitation. This is used to create urgency and credibility at the same time. This is the part where you talk about if they don't take action, then how will it look? Where this is the part where you take the mirror and put it up in front of their face. So if you don't take action immediately, then this will happen, or you will get away from the goal like this. Or if you take action immediately, you will solve this problem, your life will look like this. And I have helped this many people, or I have helped this guy look at it. I did it already. You will get the similar results if you follow my advice. This is your authority and agitation part, which actually rehooks the video. Then we have the actual content, which should have a structured and actionable value. So we are not just throwing anything and everything to them. We have a structured path. The last part is the most important part for you, that's engagement. So don't end your videos by saying thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around till the end. It means a lot. Don't say this. Guide them to another video or to your landing. If you don't want to send them to your landing page yet because you think it's too early, then just send them to another video to gain more trust. And this will build relationship with your audience. They will, they will feel like a part of this crowd, of this crew. There is a much more in-depth analysis of these with your content formats. If you get this script template, you will obviously get access to this and you will be able to use it. I will always suggest duplicate it and then use it. Like if you mess up any part, so that you can get back and get the original version. Now I will always get in and I will try to recalibrate it to add in new stuff as I grow as well, and I learn new things. I will always add those things in here. You can get this will be a good addition to your system. Now then you have this content. If you have a case study format, it should follow this thing. These are not hard bound rules, but these are more like mental frameworks that will give you a direction, okay, that will lead you to somewhere, that will give you a structure. So you start with the setup, who, what, why, because it's a format. So what challenges they were facing, what happened, why did that challenge appear, all those good stuff. Then intervention, your unique process, your framework, your insight, what did you notice, how did you solve this problem. Then transformation, what did they get in the end? Did they get a lot of money? Did they save a lot of time? How did it happen? But you have to give measurable results with the timeline and just define what changed between this and this. Again, if you're using this template, you utilize this will put you in the correct headspace. Now at last we get to the lesson. What should the viewer learn from it? How should they implement it? And what is it going to solve for them? So this is the main takeaway actually. Why should they care basically at the end of the video, and then you take them to the CTA. Now I have explained all these things in a very detailed manner in this video. If you get my scripting template, my toolkit, then you will be able to see. And also one thing which is very important when you are writing scripts is to think in terms of YouTube chapters, and each chapter is a segment. So you try to lead one viewer from a chapter to another chapter. Don't try to lead them, like think of a video in blocks, and just imagine if you are not careful enough, then this viewer will drop off after this block. So our first goal when we are writing the script is to make sure that we can hold the attention of our viewers from block to block. Okay, now next thing is how can you add stories to your script, and I call it my conclusion, context, result format. So we start with the conclusion. Whenever we have to incorporate any story, we have to start with the conclusion. It can be pointers, it can be steps, it can be one case study. For case study, this whole thing is the whole video basically, but this works best in all cases. But I'm just giving the examples in case of a pointer. So the pointer is maybe, let's say, step 1, stop eating after 7 p.m. Now we are going to discuss why should you stop eating after 7 p.m. to lose weight. So we are starting by the conclusion, your pointer, your step in the process. Next thing we go to is the context. Context can be something like, in 2023 I was trying to lose weight, but no matter how much I tried, the scale won't budge. I tried all kinds of diet, but no luck. Until I realized it is not what you eat, it's when you eat. So this is telling a story which led to your conclusion. So this is where you have applied this step, like this pointer or this step, you have used it somewhere, or you have failed to apply it, you have failed to use it. The context should talk about your experience and the realization that you had from that experience. So experience plus realization is the context, and the last part is result. Result is your, your experience plus realization had led to some change in your action, mindset, or anything else. The result is talking what is that. This is the very result that helped you to draw the conclusion you started this segment. The example is, so I stopped eating after 7 p.m. and in just 30 days I lost 20 pounds. So you see, this is the result which led you to believe, or which led you to discover that you should stop eating after 7 p.m. And this whole thing started because in 2023 you were trying to lose weight. So this is how you incorporate your stories. Just with any pointer, any tip, any trick, give the back end, give the backstory. What led you to believe? What led you to find this? How did you find this one single pointer? How did you find this one single tip, trick, hack, whatever you like to call it? Or how did you learn about this hack? That's your story, or an application of it, just to prove that this works. So here are some common mistakes to avoid, which you can, when you will download, you will be able to see. But let's talk about the end of the video, the engagement, which is the call to action. Again, if you want to download this toolkit, the link will be in the description. You can just download it and use it for yourself. So this is a 3-step CTA. This is for the Netflix effect, which helps you to lead one viewer from this video to this video, from this video to this video. So you are leading them from one video to another video. For that, first is the link. Okay, you need to tie the second video with the first topic. This is the bridge between two topics. So it can be something like, since you know this, you won't be able to fully apply it until you understand this second thing. That's your link from the current topic to the next topic, which is also your curiosity gap. You're pointing at the knowledge gap right here. So these two segments is crafting this first line. Now this doesn't have to be this exact same line. You can use this line obviously, but there are more to it. There are more examples. What I need you to do is, you should fire up some YouTube videos and check out their CTA, check out the ending of their video and see, try to identify these things: the link, the curiosity gap, the promise, what they will gain from the next video. Watch this next video so that you can get this result, exactly this result. Now this is the total scripting blueprint. Now the most important thing for you is the pace blueprint and the CTA format. Obviously you also need how to incorporate your stories, but this whole toolkit is a lot more in depth, and I have broken down into two parts. One is the preliminary part and the second is the more advanced part. If you are someone who is getting this for the first time, or you are new to scripting, then I will say, don't go beyond this mark, don't go beyond this video, don't watch this video, just watch the first video. Okay, if you watch this when you are ready for it, when you are a bit experienced, and then just scroll down and explore all this good stuff. There are a lot of stuff in this which are technical, difficult, all those things. And this is a simple thing which you can use, obvious. So this is your scripting formula. This is how you should script. Now a good video, if it's not discovered, doesn't make any sense. The things you need to care about are your title and thumbnail, and your positioning is a very, very, very strong point inside that. So I would recommend you just watch this video in which I have shown you how. So but the thing is, you can have a very, very, very good video, a very good script, but if nobody is watching it or nobody is clicking on it, then it doesn't make any sense. So your title and thumbnail needs to be very tight, to get the clicks. And if you want, if you want your right audience to click on your videos, then you need good positioning, which is a story in itself. And I have broken it down in very simple way in this video, which you can watch right now. And I have shown you how you can attract your right customers, your correct customers, your potential client in this video.